Hi guys, welcome to Telepathic Tarot, where I have another collective reading for you guys, okay? So I did listen to another song, Schooling Life by Beyonce, and I've channeled a couple of messages for you guys. So let's get into these messages and then I will definitely pull some more cards. So the angel number 1010, it could be important for you guys. It could be something that you should like research and look into because that's been standing out for me today. So people are surprised how fast you've evolved and elevated to new heights. People may have preyed on your downfall. They are eating their words because you turned out to be more than what they anticipated. Dare I say, you're even doing better than them. You're walking into your season of winning and abundance. It's time to raise your glasses because, baby, you are on your way up, okay? You are leveling up. You may have had strict parents who tried to shelter you, but you've always had a bit of a rebellious streak, okay? If you want to do something, you're gonna do it. If you want to break the rules, you're gonna break it, okay? That like you are the type that if you have a curfew, you're gonna sneak in, you're gonna sneak out, you know what I mean? Like you don't care what rules have been set for you, you will break them. And if that doesn't apply to you now, like a rebellious teenager, okay, that's what you could have been. So some of you may have even had to grow up fast just so you're mature for your age. You're a lot of people's wish fulfillment. They see you as a good mentor with wise words of advice, a spiritualist who helps them connect better to their faith and unlock their own spiritual gifts. Also a healer who helps them heal childhood trauma or any painful memories that, have occurred in their past that they are afraid to kind of face head on. You're an undercover freak. People are pleasantly surprised when they get to experience your sensuality side, okay? Because you may not feel the need to share it with anybody and everybody because you feel like you don't have shit to prove. Like, hey, they do say the freakiest people are the ones that, they don't be talking about it all the time. They just gonna show you when it's time to show up. So, you could also be a hothead. People shouldn't piss you off because you have no problem defending your peace and boundaries. You can be highly educated and have degrees, or you're someone who's street smart. You could even be book smart and street smart, but regardless, you're schooling the fuck out of life, okay? People can't keep up with you. It looks like you've cracked the code of life and they want your secrets. You've got pretty or handsome privilege. People love helping or doing favors for you. People are envious that you can use your body to low-key manipulate others and get your way. People also admire how you never live in regret and you see the brighter side of life. It's like you're high on life. You're the boss of your life. No one can tell you shit. You refuse to run away from challenges and you face them head on. So those are your messages. I'm gonna get some water and we're gonna pull some cards. Okay, collective, let's see what wants to come out. So, hey, you're out here schooling life, you're shining, you're thriving, you're on your glow up season, your glow up tour, everyone is recognizing you. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say about my collective. Ooh. Oh, this is where I have to like think. Okay, roses are wands, rings are pentacles. Ooh, what do we say? You are people's wish fulfillment, okay? You're definitely focused on your own goals. You're making a lot of plans, preparations, strategizing, because we literally said you are the boss of your life, okay? You are very, like, you just have a lot of goals that you're planning for and you want to put in motion. And you got people who, they want to talk to you, they want to connect with you, they want to give you offers to go out on a date with them, they just want to spend some time with you, get to know you on a deeper level, get to know the person behind the CEO boss mentality that you have. But they're feeling a bit insecure, they're feeling a bit inadequate. I don't know if it's simply because with school in life, I just get the vibe of you have your ish together. You have your life figured out on where you want to go, what you want to do. You don't really deal with too much distractions because you are literally very much focused on getting your bag. And with that five of like pentacles energy, you yourself could have experienced hardships of loss, poverty, isolation. Like you've had your own struggles, but the fact is you have grown, like you've risen above the struggles. That's why people are so surprised at how you've evolved so quickly, because that's why they were preying on your downfall. Why they were counting you out, because they were seeing you planting seeds and the seeds weren't going anywhere, and that's all they thought was destined for you. But they weren't realizing that spirit had a bigger plan. And if you were going through cycles of setback and failure, it was simply because there was something there that you needed to learn from the situation, or it was just all a part of the building character session. Okay, you know how they say like sometimes you have to like remove certain people around you, because you're not going to get your blessings if you don't have the right people around you. But either way, you have folks insecure. You have them scared that you're going to reject them, scared that you're going to abandon them, scared that they don't have enough to kind of be on your level, because you are your own boss. You have your life figured out. You have your own coin, okay? You're very smart, educated. You have your own career set out. Like, you don't really need to rely on people, because you don't want to be at people's mercy, okay? But let's get to the cards. It's just giving this energy that, yeah, people want to talk to you. They want to romance you. They want to ask you out, but they are insecure because they're just insecure because they don't know if you're going to pay attention to them, because it seems like you have a lot going on, okay? And maybe they're a bit insecure about the fact that you have a lot of options as well that want to date you. Like, they're feeling the heat, they're feeling the competition, and sometimes people would rather just count themselves out of the race, like take themselves out, because they don't want to face the disappointment or the rejection. It says sent home. I'm trying to think. I can't tell if it's the devil. I can't tell if it's the tower. Like, which one is it? I feel like the devil is 16. Bear with, guys. Bear with. How embarrassing, it's the tower. I was close. It says it's the tower, which I'm surprised about. But anyway, it's fine. So, yeah, that's what people are afraid about. That you're just going to be like, you're so good. You don't want to connect with them. You don't really have time for this. And it's going to shatter their egos. You're going to send them packing. You're not really interested. It could also just simply reflect the fact that you have been through a lot of hard cycles, okay? You have been trying to plan on certain projects or certain career endeavors, or you're just planting seeds, you're putting your efforts into creative passions, creative endeavors, and it's not formalizing the way that you need it to formalize. And it's not because you're not supposed to do that. It's just that that's not how it's intended for you. That's not spirit's plan of how it's going to come about. So yeah, you yourself, you know, you've been facing some struggles, you've been facing a bit of setbacks, but I feel like, because we literally said at the end of the challenge, at the end of the channeling, like, you face these challenges head on. You don't run from them, and they literally make you stronger. They literally build your character, and I feel like that's why people find you very admirable, because you don't give up, okay? We also have the Ace of Wands. So it's like, just because certain things are not working out for you right now, it doesn't mean that there are greater new beginnings on the horizon. Spirit wants you to keep staying excited and energized, and they want you to keep feeling inspired and tapping into your passion and your creativity. Don't give up on that stuff, because just because things may not be materializing right now, it doesn't mean it isn't supposed to happen. They also want you to know that you are making a great first impression on a lot of people, and I feel like people in this new season that's coming towards you, they're gonna definitely want to work with you, because they love that you have this go-getter energy where you don't want to give up. You're always fighting. You're always moving on to the next cycle. It's kind of like a, gosh, can I speak? It's kind of like This is such a weird analogy, but this is what's coming to me. Like, you know, when someone gets punched in the face and they don't even flinch and they call it like, oh my God, they just ate that shit. That's you. Like, life be throwing punches at you and you're not phased. You're not phased. You're just leveling up and you're moving on to the next cycle. And I feel like people can find that intimidated because whereas you will kind of get your battle scars and move on, they kind of crumble, okay? And I don't know why that's coming through. Maybe that's why the obs want to come hard for you, because they just hate that you're able to really rise to the occasion. You're able to fight another day. You're not someone that's going to easily give up on yourself, okay? Ooh, what's this one? We'll take that one since... Oh my God, the whole deck just went funny. Give me a second. Oh my God. Lol, trust it to be that. Okay. So yeah, Spirit is saying that new, passionate, exciting beginnings are literally around the corner. If things have not been working out for you, if you feel like you've been abandoned, you've been left out in the dust, it's simply because it wasn't for you. What do they say? Rejection is God's protection, okay? There are good things coming towards you and you're gonna feel so excited. You're gonna feel so passionate and you're just gonna, like, you're gonna have a new energy, a new spark for life. And I feel like you yourself are not going to be able to keep up with the changes, but there's a lot of good changes coming towards you. And if you have been in a bit of a lag mentality, you're definitely going to be releasing that and moving on to like bigger and better things. Ooh, yo, Four of Mirrors, which is the Four of Swords. So yeah, you've been doing a lot of healing. I feel like you inspire other people to do healing as well, because I feel like people are comparing themselves in the sense where, say if they go through struggles and oppositions, they, like we said it, they will kind of crumble, they will kind of fold, but they see how you literally rise to the occasion and they literally want to get like you, they want to be like you, they want to, we said it, they feel like you've cracked the code to life and they want your secrets. They want to know, how are you so strong? How are you not afraid of like the hiccups or the unexpected pitfalls that life throws at you? Yo, you're seeing through all the illusions. You're not allowing the anxiety of the unknown or things just not working out to control whether or not you go after things. You're letting that go. You're facing your ish head on and you're not giving up on the garden that you are trying to build, okay? It's like people see your determination to succeed, okay? You very much have an energy where you won't give up on yourself. You refuse to give up on yourself. And people are very much inspired by that. I can't say enough that they really want to get like you, okay? And I feel like when people are around you as well, you make them feel a bit anxious because they see you as a mystery. They want to know more about you, but you probably have an energy where you only let people know what they need to know, okay? You're not really an open book with anybody and everybody, and that's not your problem. Celestial channel. Oh my gosh. Hidden beauty, remaining optimistic, staying neutral. What did we say? You are someone who knows how to see the brighter side of life. It doesn't matter what pitfalls life throws your way. You rise to the occasion. You trust that this is God's protection. You trust that there is a reason why you are experiencing whatever cycle of life you are experiencing, because there is something that you need to learn. There is something that is going to strengthen your character. There is something that is going to enlighten you and help you strengthen your spiritual gifts. People could also like that you're someone who's very diplomatic, okay? You can be a hothead, like we said, but at the same time, if you need to keep your cool in a situation and detach and not be overly emotional, you're able to do that. People see that you are extremely beautiful, okay? And with the hidden beauty, it kind of tells me that you don't really have to do too much to get people's sorry, it shows me that you don't have to do too much to get people's like attention. They just, I don't know if it's about your energy and who you are as a person, or the fact that you're so humble. Like, people are just automatically drawn to you. So this card caught my attention, and it literally talks about cycles of disharmony and unfortunate events. Literally what we've been saying. You go through, tower moments. You go through cycles where it feels like you're receiving bad karma, but you're not receiving bad karma. It's just spirit is saying, this isn't for you. This isn't going to help you reach the next level of life that you're looking to reach. Like, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And I don't know if that's like an approach that you need to adopt if you're going through the pitfalls and it's kind of pissing you the fuck off. But maybe you do understand that, hey, if there's a bit of chaos going on around you and things seem to not be panning out how you want them to, it's simply because it's not for you, and spirit is protecting you from things that you cannot quite see just yet. But all in all, what people are singing your praises about is, even if you are going through struggles or you're going through contentious or stressful situations, it's the fact that you're able to remain level-headed. You're able to maintain your cool. It's like nothing phases you, man. What did we say? Life be throwing punches and you just be eating them like it's your breakfast. You are so unfazed, and people are like, damn, it's inspirational, okay? Because they look at you and they're like, if they had to go through half the shit that you've been through, they don't know if they'd be looking as pretty as you look. They can't say the same for themselves. I also feel like you guys, I don't know if I already said this, but you're definitely a natural beauty. Natural beauty, okay? So this says inner oracle. So we literally said people see you as someone who's very wise, very insightful. Okay, you are able to see beyond the veil, see the unknown. Okay, it says you are the channel. Deja vu, self-fulfilling prophecy. So yeah, you're very much walking in your destined path, even if it doesn't feel like you are, okay? And with that, you are a channel. It kind of gives me this energy of like, you could inspire people through the downfalls that you experience, because I don't know, like when you could be talking to someone and they get messages through you talking to them, because that's just simply spirit needing you to pass on a message to them. So it's like when people see you go through challenging situations and they see you rise above it, it's like you're an inspiration. You're an inspiration to these people that they can do it too, okay? And it's like with that deja vu, I feel like you kind of inspire others to stop repeating certain cycles, okay? Because they see how you embrace chaos, upset, disharmony, and just like tower moments, but you don't repeat that shit. Like, you learn whatever lesson you need to learn and you're out of there. But regardless, people can see you as a channel and an oracle, because they definitely feel like when they speak to you, especially if they are going through challenging times in their own personal life, it's like you literally give them a message that they need to hear at that moment in time. I'll give you an example. Like, if people tap into my readings and they're like, yes, that is the motivation I needed to keep going, that's literally you. You will talk to someone, you will breathe life into them, and they're like, thank you. That is the message I needed to hear today. Because, hey, maybe they're not receiving a lot of love and light from the people around them. So they're very grateful to interact with you and receive that like wholesome interaction. But yeah, it's because you're a part of people's soul family, and they just really appreciate the support. They really appreciate the calm that you bring amongst the chaos. And people, even if it's for a short period of time, even like say people that you may fall out with, they still appreciate having met you because you're just such a special, unique soul. Okay, there's a lot to learn from you. Because what's really coming through, unfortunately, is like the hard ish you've been through. But it's just like people, and that's why they can't believe the level up and how far you've come, because some people have really seen you go through some painful ish and seen you really fight some chaotic battles, and they're just so moved and so inspired to see where you're at now, or to see you at the tip of your abundant cycle of just amazing shit coming your way. Like they're just like, wow, they can't believe how far you've come. They are so grateful to have been a part of your soul family, even if you guys have fallen off and you don't speak anymore. It's like the fact that they knew someone as special as you, they knew someone who could help motivate them to do better for themselves, because you said it, you're doing better than them right now. They want to get like you. Like, yeah, I feel like people also, because we said it, people are sad when you send them packing, when you say you don't want to collaborate with them, when you say you don't want them to be a part of your soul family. But yeah, you got a lot of people missing you, wanting to be as part of your soul family, but happy they actually did get to meet you and connect with you. Magical alchemy. Yes, you're a healer. You know how to transmute and alchemize energy, okay? You are ahead of your time. Oh my gosh. Check you out. Spiritual baddies, spiritual gangsters, reaffirming that message that you are mature for your age, okay? And if you're a part of the older community, you're just very youthful, okay? It's like essentially that you're a young, youthful spirit that people just love to connect with. So we have oh my god, can I speak? Innovation. So you're extremely creative, you're extremely curious, you're always expanding and going after new goals and aspirations, maybe even expanding in your spirituality, finding out new rituals that can help you tap into new abundance, or yeah, help amplify ways to, you know, help your manifestations come in quickly. Literally, you're a magician, you're a magic alchemist, and we said it, people are very curious about you and whatever it is that you do to bring Stop it. Stop it. Oh my god, look at this card. It says Temple Secrets. And we're literally talking about people being curious about your secrets. Hold on a second. Is my camera blurry? There we go. It literally says Temple Secrets, yeah. So you're a mystery. You are the high priestess. You have a lot of secrets that people want to know about, okay? You're a popular loner who keeps to yourself. You may have had to cut off a lot of people because unfortunately they were taking from you more than they were actually giving to you. You're highly observant, you're highly intellectual, but on top of that, people want to know about the magic you be doing, okay? We were literally talking that you are figuring out what different rituals and manifestations or just practices are going to help bring in your manifestations more quickly, and people want to know about that. I don't want to say they're out here saying that you're a witch or a warlock, but they know that you are out here doing some magical things. I am so sorry if this has been out of focus this whole time, because I actually cannot see the camera, so I have no idea what it's doing that, but let's do another one. Aww. No, That's really cute. So you guys could have a familiar, like I have Silas, who protects you and watches over you. You're definitely walking into a new cycle where you are meeting more people who are a part of your soul tribe. You are meeting more people that you are going to connect with and you're going to know for a long time, because you probably have gone through a cycle where you've had to walk away from a lot of people who, like we said, there were people out here who were preying on your downfall. They didn't want to see you win. But also, if you do see animals just randomly, like say if you see a snail, you see a squirrel, you see a bird, you see a fox, Google those spiritual meanings, because spirit is literally trying to send you a message. I literally saw a white butterfly today, and they normally say that's like a message from your ancestors trying to say hi. So if you guys be seeing animals, Google the meaning, because there could really be a message that could get you through your day and you're like, wow, I really needed to hear that. But if you have pets that you spend a lot of time with, yeah, they are definitely your spiritual familiar that's here to help protect you, watch over you, and just make sure that you're in such a good mood, okay? Boundaries, we literally said it in the channeling. You have no problem standing up and protecting and fighting for your boundaries. People should never play on your boundaries, okay? And you have no problem cutting people off when they want to play about your boundaries. People look at you like you have all the answers. People look at you like you are the oracle, okay? People really respect your insight, your wisdom, your knowledge, your advice. Like, people love to talk to you because it gives this you know when folks say, don't be taking no advice from someone where you don't want to, where you look at their life and you're like, that's not the life I want to live. People look at your life and how you live and they're like, oh, I'm gonna take your advice because that's where I want to be. I want to be like you, okay? People really put you on a high pedestal, and they just really respect how, when it comes to your isolation, when it comes to your peace, when it comes to your personal space, like, you do not play. No one can come and play in your energy. It's never happening on your timeline. They better go find themselves something safe to do. Okay, one more card from this deck. Family again. So yeah, you're definitely, I don't know if you've been wanting to create your own family. Spirit is saying you're gonna meet someone who's gonna open that pathway for you to happen. But at the same time, I definitely feel like you are meeting people who are a part of your soul tribe, who you will have like long-term relationships that are gonna be cherished. It's not gonna be like, you know, when you connect with some people and like they pretend to like you and they just want to be around you because they can get something from the situation. Like, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be a very harmonious, genuine connection where you feel like, wow, this person really, like, they speak to me on a soul level and I feel like I can really trust them. But overall, Spirit is saying that there are a lot of new exciting beginnings that are coming towards you and that you should definitely look forward to. Lol, yeah, we've literally been saying it from the start. Like, you've had to walk away from people because they were energy vampires and you're literally over it. And what did we say? You may feel like you're getting karma because things have not been panning out, but no, you're not getting karma, okay? The people who you walked away from, they're receiving karma. You just may feel residue. Like, you know when they say, oh, sometimes you have to cut certain folk off because you could literally be taking on their karma. That's all it is, okay? You're just taking on people's residue of karma and you're walking away, and it's time for them to suck it up, face their karma head on, and you just go on and do you, boo, okay? So people are upset because, I don't know, they were being shisty, I suppose. They were trying to hold secrets. They were trying to hold illusions that they were genuinely there to uplift and support you, but the whole time you were carrying the heavy burdens of the relationship. You were doing most of the work to help maintain the relationship, and the moment that you stopped putting in effort because you saw how it was not fulfilling you, that's when shit started to crumble. And it's kind of this energy of, you're someone who's very protected, so when you're in certain people's energy, like, they also receive your protection, and now that you've cut them off, they're not receiving the protection that they would normally get from being around you or being associated to you, and they are very upset about that, but it is what it is. We said it. We said you're a hothead, reaffirming that, yeah, you don't like to always get aggy with people, but if you have to, you will. You have no problem speaking your mind, putting people in their place, and just being like, no, you are crossing my boundaries. Stop crossing my boundaries. It's like, the anger you express, or when you get angry, because for it to say, like, release your anger safely, like, you're not someone who's going to take your anger out on someone just because you're having a bad day. That is never your style. Like, people know if you are annoyed, if you're pissed off, it's because they've really done something wrong. They have seriously crossed the line, because you're normally very diplomatic, you're normally very chill, normally very relaxed and calm. So and the reason you're angry is because people are acting so dense, okay? People, I don't want to say like NPC, but that's the vibe it's given. Like, people are refusing to listen to your words of wisdom. Like, say if you're just warning people of certain behaviors, certain traits, they're just kind of like, you think you know everything, shut the fuck up. Like, people, it's just so... to the negative people, I suppose, it just pisses them off that you seem like you have all the answers. You seem like you have life figured out. Like, you could give someone advice on their situation, and because it came from you, and because they have an issue with the fact that you're spiritual and you're enlightened, or it just seems like everything's up and up for you and you have everything figured out, like, they're gonna do the whole F your enlightenment and not take your advice, because just to prove a point that you're wrong about the situation. But the truth is, you're right. Okay, you're right. But yeah, I feel like you just be getting annoyed with people who lack self-awareness, people who refuse to take accountability, people who just continue to sit in cycles that aren't good for them but want to sit down and complain about it. Like, you're just like, I've had enough. Go do that elsewhere, because I don't want you doing that here, okay? Use your own voice, yeah. Literally. I feel like with that pissed as a parrot vibe, you're a good vibe. People love to go out and party and drink with you because, hey, you're a good old time. And if people think you speak your mind when you're sober, hey, when you're drunk, you have no problem. Let it all out. Let it all be what it is. But with the use your voice, I don't know if you were someone who had trouble speaking up in the past, but yeah, that's why people are triggered now, because you've definitely found your voice. You're using your voice. You're saying what does not make you happy. You're saying when people are crossing certain boundaries, and it is what it is. People just have to respect it or move on, and that's literally what you're giving them. Like, you either take it for what it is or you literally move on. But yeah, people just really preferred when you were more quieter, when you weren't saying too much, when you may have held stuff in and let people walk all over you, or just let people control certain situations. No more. This is a new era of you taking charge. And maybe it's because people don't want to take accountability. Like, they want to throw the rocks and hide their hands, but you're in a situation where you're like, no, I'm sorry, you can't do that, okay? Like, people want to be like, oh, you're being so serious, get over it, like, it's not that deep. But no, if someone is messing up your joy, if someone is messing up your peace of mind, you have no problem speaking up and letting them know what it is. You have no problem whatsoever. And I feel like people could also be intimidated by what you have to say, because I don't know, either it cuts deep or they're just not ready to hear what you have to say, because it's truth. And some people would rather just lie to themselves. They're not ready to face certain truths that you have to tell them. Interesting. That's interesting. So you definitely have your own secrets, but people are holding secrets in regards to how they feel about you. And that's interesting. Is this love? Is this friendship? Is this like what is this? That is so interesting. Hold on a second. Suggest hidden aspects of oneself, secrets, or suppressed feelings. Let's get just an extra clarification on what that is. Like, who's hiding the secrets? I mean, people could feel like you're definitely suppressing and hiding secrets from them, but this could also be them because you've had to move on from them. You could be moving in silence as well. People feel some type of way about the fact that you're up and you're winning and they're not all up in your business. People could literally, yeah, I feel like that's what it is, okay? People are struggling to hide their resentment for the fact that you're literally in your glow up era, for the fact that people really do admire you. They really do look up to you. Look at it. It literally says stardom. Oh my God, represents the duality of success, the balance between public acclaim and personal solitude. And that literally talks about like public fame and recognition. Oh my God, that's what it is. People are kind of pressed of the fact that you're really loved. You're in the spotlight, you're shining, you're thriving, you're leveling up, you're winning. And yeah, they have some low-key animosity about it. And it's given this energy of like, okay, schooling life, Beyonce, you kind of have that energy of like, the spotlight will never leave you because you leave people wanting more. With that solitude and balance with the public recognition, it's like people are always gonna want more of whatever you're bringing to the table because yeah, you're not like a crazy influencer or celebrity where you're just acting reckless and always in drama and messiness. Nah, like you're a mystery to people. People want to discover and learn more about you. You literally leave people wanting more, and that's what has people so aggy about your come up and the fact that you're in the spotlight, because simply that the spotlight is never gonna leave you. Like you're always gonna be known. People are always going to want to network and connect with you, okay? Because you have that good balance of, you know when it's time to be seen and you know when it's time to go hermit and work on yourself. And again, people want the secrets of what do you be doing when you're in isolation. People want the secrets of how are you winning? How are you staying on top of your game? How can they get like you? Like, you really got folks pressed that you're winning, you're shining, you're thriving, and they can't believe it because they saw you at the start of your journey when shit wasn't working out for you, when you were in poverty, when people were leaving you out in the cold, trying to isolate and segregate you from whatever they were doing because they felt like they were better than you, okay? See, people really fought by leaving you in isolation, by trying to make you feel lonely and separating from you. Like it was gonna keep you stuck. But they didn't realize that it was making you be able to stand 10 toes down for yourself, to be a popular loner, to be a lone wolf. Like people really thought because you weren't a part of their clique, because you weren't a part of their group, you weren't gonna thrive. And you showed them that, baby, being the trendsetter that you are, being the hermit, solitude, baddie, gangster that you are, is way better than being the sheep in the crowd, okay? You're the shepherd that is leading these sheep. And that's why they're pressed, because not that they put you in this position because the divine is the one that put you in this position, but they feel like they kind of made you because they treated you like shit and isolated you. So they're kind of even bitter because they didn't know, by putting you in isolation, having you doing all that self-reflection and working on yourself, they didn't know that it was going to put you in the Six of Wands energy, where people were literally going to turn to you for advice because they have seen how you have gone through struggles and you have overcome those struggles, and they literally want to get like you. I literally said it's time for you to raise a glass, okay? Champagne of triumph represents celebration, success, and the joy of achieving one's goals. People didn't realize that when they were turning their backs on you and trying to make you feel left out, you were grinding and hustling on your goals and your aspirations. You were not crying over them or whatever they were doing, okay? When they were trying to flex that they were outside and they didn't invite you, you were focused on your dreams. You were focused on your passions, your goals, your careers, your aspirations, getting to the bag, investing in projects. Like, you were really creating and molding your path and your destiny, and people are bitter because they really thought you were trying to compete with them. And now they realize that they were the only ones competing, because the only competition is yourself for you, okay? You don't, and that's why they're even more annoyed, because you don't see them as a threat. You don't see them as competition. Yeah. You're literally winning. You're literally celebrating. You're achieving all your goals. You're getting to the bag. You're getting to the money. And it is what it is. It is what it is. We literally said it. You are highly attractive. Yeah, I really don't need to say more. Like, we literally said it in the channeling. You have a great body. People are attracted to you. People see you as their wish fulfillment. And that's why people wanted to probably hold on a second, let me say this message before I get. That's why people wanted to make you feel like you want the shit, because they could see your potential. They could see how amazing you are. And it really gives that energy of people seeing your potential before you even reach the heights of your potential, if that makes sense. And they just want to silence you. They want to humble you. They want to keep you down. They want to make you feel insecure because for some reason you're triggering them and they're feeling insecure. But yeah, like, people really came for you because you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're unique, you're authentic, and they really wanted you to hate yourself because they hate themselves, basically. But symbolizes the unknown, future, and the courage it takes to face it. We said it. You're courageous. You're not scared of illusions. You don't allow your fears and anxieties to slow you and stop you down. You chase your goals. You chase your dreams. You achieve them. And it's like new beginnings of the unknown excites you, okay? You don't run away from it. You're like, let me see what spirit has in store for me. Let's see where it goes. So I think I'm just going to do a random pull to help quickly close out this reading. But oh my god, apologies if at the start of the reading it was blurry. I literally was not paying attention. I was just channeling the messages. So sorry, guys. Okay, let's see. Never let your hearts be troubled. Trust and believe in the magic of the divine to provide. Literally, what did we say? God's rejection is God's protection, okay? Literally, you understand that if something has fallen through, it's because the divine has something even better in store for you, and it was never meant to be. Trials and tribulations help make you stronger for the next level of life, orchestrated by the divine. That's literally what we've been saying. You've been going through trials. You've been going through obstacles and oppositions and challenges, and it's all character development, okay? It's all here to make you stronger, make you more powerful, okay? Make you more independent, make you self-reliant, make you a leader, okay? Make sure that you're a shepherd and not the sheep. Like, it was any struggles that you have been through, people are now realizing that it was just a part of your destiny, okay? Yeah, people were trying to play in your face, okay? Playing in your face, trying to say slick shit. Yeah, you had a lot of undercover comics trying to be your friends and you cut them off. And they're pressed now because they see you winning. They're upset that they're not getting the benefits of being associated with you now that you're like glowing up and you're bossing up and you're getting all this recognition and fame and love and admiration. Like, and I feel like what also annoys them is because people could look at you and be like, you're such a nice person, you're such a good vibe. And the people that you walked away from, that you're no longer associated with, like other folks from the outside looking in, they could be wondering, ooh, like for that person to walk away from y'all, are y'all bad vibes? Like, people are seeing that they're comics too, okay? People are seeing that they play in people's faces, that they're disingenuous, that they're not honest, that they don't like people for the right reasons. They like people because they want to try and get something out of the situation. And yeah, they like to say slick shit. And people are picking up on the slick shit that they be saying. And I feel like for folks that you've walked away from, they could be kind of embarrassed as well that they were trying to say slick shit in front of your face and they may have thought they were getting away with it, but you literally saw them the whole time. You just, I don't know, you know when you just want to give people the benefit of the doubt and they be taking your kindness for weakness? It's that kind of situation. But people are sad because, yeah, it is what it is. Testimony will be an inspiration. We literally said that from the start. Your struggles and what you go through inspires other people. Your blessings from the universe will have everyone talking. Yeah. Everyone's talking about how you bossed up. Everyone's talking about how you've walked away from certain folk and they're probably bad vibes. Everyone's talking about how like this spiritual shit, it ain't to be played with, because when you listen to the wisdom and advice of your ancestral team, the Lord, you will, like, everything you prayed for, everything you manifested, it will come to fruition. So you're really inspiring people because you've been through some you've been through some trials and tribulations, and you rose to the occasion every time. You did not fail, you did not fumble, you did not fold, you did not crumble. So 2 more messages because that was good. Congratulations, walking in your life path. You're a spiritual teacher raising the planet's vibration. We literally said that. You're out here healing people. You're out here helping people overcome their own struggles, face their own demons, do their own shadow work. You're out here giving great advice. You're out here walking in your life path, and that's why the universe is blessing you. Remain grounded and focused. Don't lose sight of yourself when chasing after the material realm. So this is just a reminder to the universe to remain humble, because they are going to bless your pockets, baby, okay? Like, you are bossing up materially, okay? Everything that you have ever dreamed for to have in the material world, in finances, career, money, wealth, generational wealth, creating a dynasty, having multiple streams of income, becoming a famous influencer, becoming a famous music artist, writer, painter. I don't know. Did I say writer? I meant to say writer. But it's like whatever you dreamed of doing, that's going to bring in a lot of financial income. Spirit said is coming to you. Please remain humble, because the only way you continue to receive blessings upon blessings upon blessings is if you remain humble, and if you share your wealth and abundance with the people that deserve it, okay? You don't have to share it with everybody, just the people that deserve it. So yeah, this is why people were turning on you, because your light irritates their demons, and Spirit just wants you to continue shining bright like a diamond. Don't dim yourself. People really wanted to dim your light because they saw your potential. They saw how amazing you were, and that really triggered them. But that's a them problem, not a you problem. And that's your reading, collective. I really hope you enjoyed it. So don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, join my familia, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye.